Hey everybody, how y'all doing? And welcome back to my channel. Today I'm talking about repairing my office chair. Because Monday my office chair broke on the leg and I was sitting at my desk doing some editing and my whole chair broke and it started making that tilt. I almost took out my whole entire desk where I got my stack monitors and everything. All they're about to get ready to come tumbling down. Lucky for me, I stood up. So what I have in front of me is LiShine Office, and this is their office base for chairs that if you lose the base of your chair, they have a replacement for that. This here by LiShine holds up to total weight of 2,500 pounds. That's right, 2,500 pounds. And what I normally was doing was the office chair my wife brought me back in 2010. It is still in excellent condition. So only thing I had to do with my office chair, which is right next to me, I'm gonna show y'all in a little bit, is get a steam cleaner and clean it. Let me go ahead and break it down to you of what I'm talking about before I get into the unboxing of LiShine Office base. Now, before I get into it, I'm gonna go ahead and say this here. Y'all probably say, well, Ron, why you didn't buy a new office chair? Because I don't have the money for the office chair. I do have it, but I'm very frugal with it. And today's luxury office chairs are running an arm and multiple legs. The office chair that everybody using now is costing about $14.99, which is $1,499. Some of them goes higher to $3,000. Some of them come lower to $500. Some of them come lower to $150 to $300. I don't want to spend money. And then two, I don't need a luxury office chair that has a leg rest and anything like that. I just need something simple, something basic. And today's office chairs, if I went to Office Max, that's the only store open up because a lot of Office Depots are closing down into the state of Florida. If I went to Office Max, I'm looking at $150 to $350, almost $500. So, as you see right here, my base is gone. I was with my grandson, I knocked it off, and I found a replacement, trying to be cheap. And I found a replacement. The replacement is this little lip here was curled up, so I could not really take the legs off, take the base off and use that. So I went ahead and bought one off Amazon. The company's name is LiShine Office, and the base cost me $24.99. Now, just like I said, I don't have money for a nice, good luxury office chair. I'm not gonna spend that money, even though I did a lot of office chairs. I did my grandson's office chair. I went to look for them on Amazon Monday. They don't sell it no more. So I just say, you know what? Let me go ahead on and buy me the base for it. Now y'all keep in mind, this piece right here, the base, the little base, I had to replace that because I was basically at my old job where I was taking old office chairs that they just threw in the room and just taking the base off and using it. In 2019, this is when I brought this base from Amazon. In 2019, I was sitting in the my chair in the room, chillaxing. I was listening to music, coming home from work, and I had my grandson putting him to sleep, and my whole chair collapsed. As my chair collapsed, it went back with me with the whole entire bracket snapped in half. So I say, you know what, Ron, stop being cheap, buy you one. I found this one on Amazon. Then a couple of years later, about 2021 or 2022, in between that time frame, towards the end of 2021, early 2022, the hydraulic lift gave away. So I had to go ahead and buy a new one. Then I went ahead and bought some coasters for it. Let me go ahead and get those coasters for you and show you. Now, I'm kind of mad with myself because I brought the small ones instead of buying the big ones, but this is all they had. See? Nice. I brought these here. Beautiful rollerblade rail coasters. And they good. I might go ahead and buy some new ones soon, but I had brought these here in 2020, the end of 2020, early 2021. So everything I'm showing you here, from the hydraulic pump to this here, I will be putting in the link in the description below if you want to go ahead on and save your chair without going out buying a brand new office chair. So now, if you want to go ahead on and do this here, then that's up to you. You want to go buy a new one? That's up to you. Me, I take good care of my stuff. This is one reason why it takes me forever to replace stuff. And on my channel, I don't get anything sponsorship wise. All this stuff comes out my pocket because I'm got to replace it for my needs. And if you have an old chair that's still in great condition, I mean my fabric is not torn up. I brought some arm felts to keep the to keep my arms from getting raggedy and dirty. For over 15 years of use sitting in this chair, and it is a good damn comfy chair. And the thing I added recently to it was a sciatic and lumbar support for my chair. And I have bought me a footrest just to sit down because I don't sit at my desk for no more than 4 to 5 hours a day. Then I'm basically watching TV after that. So that's for my chair, and I'm happy that I can get my chair off the floor and ready to go. So now let's get into the unraveling of LiShine office base. Just like I said, the base is 2,500 pounds. So with the 2,500 pounds, that's great. No 800 pounds, no 200 pounds. It holds total weight of 800 pounds because you got to count the chair plus they said 240, 250 pound person sitting into it. So you got the base of the chair, that probably go for a good 200 plus 240. That's a total of 440 pounds right there. So yes, let's get right into it and what comes into the bag. Here you get the support itself, the support center that holds the legs, and you put the chair right up in there, so you can't go wrong with that. And you get your legs. You get your legs, and you get your set of screws. So what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be putting it together, and I can't wait to go ahead on and sit in my chair and relax. Now I have 2 chairs. I have brought 1 chair off on Temu, so when I do my videos, I don't have to get my patio furniture off the patio and use that as my sitting rest. So what we're getting ready to do now is we're going to assemble her and we're going to get this thing started.
That wasn't even right. Life ain't even fair. Is it seem like? Is you living right? Is you eating alright? If I ain't no pain, I with no gain, I with no sunshine, with no rain, I wouldn't get high, with no Jane, I wouldn't pop X, I wouldn't eat stress, wouldn't be the same. I probably have a little more of what I want. My life so strange, my life so dangerous. Advantages, I change it up, settle down, I hang it up. She drop my heart, do that bitch, keep that bitch, and bang it up. I can't even take the pain, I just go outside, look at the sky, start gazing, get emotional. Bitches do dirty, and faded, if gazing, popping. Another accident, I'm faded, then 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 I'm damn. I promise myself I never do X again, but I also promise myself never call my ex again, never fuck my ex again. I'm in a hex again, this a flex again. I got checks to send, damn. I got checks to get. Know that. If I ain't no pain, I with no gain, I with no sunshine, with no rain, I with no.
Alright everybody, she is done and I am happy. Now I can just sit down in my office chair my wife bought me 2010 and it's going strong. Just like I said, I made some changes. The fabric is still good. Only thing I have to do is basically buy a steam cleaner and steam clean it myself. That's it. Woo! That's all I have to do. Now, one thing about the support by LiShine, it is there. It is there and it is popping. The support is there. Everything is good. Just like I said, the base is here. I had to replace everything underneath it. And what I was doing was I was getting stuff off work, trying to save some money here and there. And y'all keep in mind, saving some money is not good. Now, what I did notice when my wife brought the chair is that the base plate was already badly structured. It had half solid. So when I was sitting down into it, I'll probably say in 2012 or 2013, the whole chair went leaning to the boom, leaning to the right because the little plate soldering was gone. It just totally broke down. So over the years, I was placing the base, trying to save some money, trying to do this, trying to do that, save some money here, save some money there. Just like I said, saving some money is not going to work. Now, if your office chair is not torn in the fabric, you fine, you good to go. If your office chair is torn in the fabric, it is time for you to buy a new one. If you are sitting down in your office chair, like me, right now I have no issues with the lumbar support or anything, but I put extra because when it comes down to editing and trying to know how to tweak a basic, simple video right to make sure that the audience understand what I'm talking about, I sit in my chair a little longer. Sometimes 8 hours tops. After that, I'm on my little lazy boy sectional watching TV, and then I'm going to sleep. Now, for people who do more productivities, there are better office chairs out there for you. Now, if you know you sitting down in your office chair more than 8 hours, you have to think about how much you want to spend for an office chair. You have your basic office chair, which is this here right here. I got this off Temu, and I brought this here so I will be grabbing my patio furniture outside because majority of the videos y'all saw me doing basic office clerical builds or cleaning videos. I sit down in that patio chair, so I brought one of these here. This was for my fourth office setup I had brought in the living room, but I decided to go ahead and break that down, get the motherboard to my grandson. That video will be coming out soon. And I said, you know what, this office chair from Temu work. This is what I used to buy back in the days. We talking about old school days. We talking about 2009, 2008, 2007, 654, all the way to the early 2000s. But everything have changed, and I really appreciate that. But it's not about for the change, because the change comes at a cost. And the thing is, do I want to spend an arm and a leg for a luxury office chair? The answer is no. I see a lot of people get stuff from their sponsors. Here's a gift on me. But if you look at the price, like say for instance, that office chair everybody used, I saw Eddie from Tech Source, he had it. I'll be putting their name in the description below. Just go put their website. That's it. I'm not gonna go ahead on there and list anything products because I'm not talking about that product. That office chair alone, after I clicked on Eddie from Tech Source, I clicked on his link, I saw the office chair was going for $1,499. I said absolutely not. That is a little bit too much for me. And one thing about me, just like I said, it's hard for me to upgrade because I take damn good care of my stuff. Now, if this office chair break, which it won't because this baby here, the base itself holds up to 2,500 pounds. That's right, 2,500 pounds. So yeah, this baby ain't going nowhere unless I decide to say, you know what, let me go ahead and beat this thing on a 3-ton shear wall and just break the legs. The structure was very sturdy. Everything was easy to set up. I can't go wrong with that. So this product from LiShine Office is awesome. I will be putting the link of everything I mentioned from the casters, the hydraulic lift, and the chair base support. I'll be putting that there in the description below so y'all can sit down here and say, hey Ron, you own something? I have an old chair laying around. It's still in great condition, no torn fabric or anything like that. So let me go ahead and click on that link and put my chair back together so I can sit down into something luxury. Because y'all keep in mind, when your wife buy you something, it's sentimental. When you take care of it, it becomes enjoyable because you appreciate it. This chair right here, got from Office Max, not Office Office Depot. There's no more Office Depot in the state of Florida. All Office Depot closed. And then Office Max is right along with it too. So, because we got stores like Micro Center and things like that putting business out. And people like me work at those businesses are now unemployed. So, I'm happy to get my office chair back up and running. I'm happy to build my channel. I'm happy to be a content creator. And I'm happy to bring you good products that I find for myself that might be great for you down the line. Just like I said, if your office chair is in great condition, and just like I said, I brought these here to go ahead on and keep my fabric from tearing. So these works out great. I'll be washing them. They're washable. Yes, I'll be washing them. And they stretch right back in place. So I ain't got to worry about that. So now, LiShine works for me. If anything happens to any of my base chairs, like this one here, my team move, if anything happens to this here base, as you see, I can replace it for $24.99. You can't go wrong for that instead of paying $30, $50, $60, $70, $80, $90, $300, $400, $900, just spending all that cash just for a damn office chair. Now, y'all probably saying, well, Ron, why are you not saying gaming? Because it's not about gaming. It's about productivity and how long we sit at our desk doing our production work. That's it. If you got the money to spend on a luxury office chair, that's up to you. I know 90% of y'all don't spend the money because it is worked on a sponsorship, or you know a friend that reached out to the company to get it for you. I know the tricks of the trade because I have my business marketing degree. Business administration, they taught me all the marketing trades into that deal while I was learning for it. So, close it out. LiShine office is here to stay with me. I will recommend the product. I back up the product. So, if you still have an old chair laying around like me for over a decade, going on 2 decades, and it's still in excellent condition, then go ahead and buy the parts in the link in the description below to bring your office chair back to life. Because your wife probably brought it, your mom probably brought it, or a family member, sister, brother say, hey bro, I got this for you, hey sister, I got this for you. Awesome. Buy it. Enjoy. And thank you for watching. More content coming your way. I see you when I see you. Peace.